Peace be with you. Welcome back to my channel for another video, another spiritual download. If this is the first time that you're coming across my channel, I just want to greet you by saying, hey there, hi there, and hello there. You're more than welcome to like this video, share this video, comment, and or subscribe. Whatever you feel that you've come here to do, I absolutely will support you in the energy. Why? Because we're under judgment. And it's a serious thing by way of this 12/21 winter solstice energy. The gatekeepers are closing doors that need to be shut. Listen, come on in here, have a seat, close that spiritual door right there, and have a seat in spiritual court. Come in discerning. That's a good thing. That's my recommendation. You have free will, though. Put down what doesn't belong to you and pick up what does, and apply it to your own situation. Once you know the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, by way of clarification, you are obligated to adhere to holding yourself accountable for whatever it is that you know. Nevertheless, if you're returning back to the channel, then baby, we've been resonating with one another, not just in this life, but the past lifetimes too. You are my beautiful, wonderful soul tribe. Soul tribe. Soul tribe. Did y'all catch that? Did you catch that spiritual work? Oh, did you catch that synchronicity? Did you catch that spiritual work? Oh, why are you seeing 222? Why are you seeing 1234? Why are you seeing 1044, 1055, 1022, 5? Spirit said, you better catch these synchronicities. You better get this spiritual work. Listen, I've already called in my appropriate protection. I pray that you have done the same, baby. Let me just admit something to y'all on a real commercial break. Soul Tribe family, come on in, have a seat, stand up. Maybe you want to listen to this on your smart TV. I greatly do appreciate it. Maybe it's on surround sound in your car. Maybe you're listening to this while you take a cleansing bath. Whatever it is that you do with this video, I do support you in the energy. But listen, why am I on lit? Why am I on fleek? Why is my spirit so high? I'm sober. Y'all want to know what it is? Can I just tell y'all? Because y'all my family. Baby, I made me some spring water. Didn't make no spring water, okay? But I put the spring water in the glass with a tablespoon of ground ginger. Excuse me? If you know, then you know that you know. Yesterday, I was taking shots of pure turmeric, also known as turmeric, depending on where you are on the side of the planet. Potato, tomato. Listen, the ginger, baby. Okay, it's back to the basics for a lot of us. A lot of us are educated on herbs, educated on vitamins. We know better. We just got to get back on track. My left ear is ringing already. I wonder what that means. Let's just get to it. This is what the angels have to say. Hi, it's the white light. Why is my left ear ringing? What is it that you want the divine collective to know? Holy Spirit. Somebody's getting their crown. 2 of Cups. Listen. Ace of Cups. New beginning. 2 of Cups. Good unions. Victory, I just heard. Power. Listen. Wonder working power. Let me show you how good this energy is, okay? How proud of you that your ancestors are. But yeah, honey, the ginger got me feeling real good. Now listen, okay, we'll get back to the reading in a minute, but let's just have a real conversation. Listen, winter solstice energy, honey. Your ancestors are really proud of you. Shout out to the healers, but baby, let's just get back to the ginger. The ginger is so good. Cucumber and lemon really does have this like euphoric feeling. Okay? I'm going to be honest with you. What you can get by way of meditation, nature, and herbs is very comparable to what people feel when they have a glass of wine or they smoke cannabis or they eat cannabis or whatever the heck they do. Whatever it is by way of using something medicinally, I'm telling you, I have reached levels of euphoria by way of meditating. And people are like, are you high? I'm like, I am high. I'm feeling good. Straight up natural, can pass a drug test, baby. All natural. This is where we're going, soul tribe. It's so good. And I have to have all this good energy because I'm a teacher. I'm a leader. I'm divinely being guided to help other people do the same thing. So I need my cup to be overflowing with a whole bunch of good energy. Baby, the ginger and the water. I said, whatever happened to my ground ginger? I ain't had me no ginger shots in a minute. So I had to pull myself to the side and say, self, what is going on here? And what is not going on here? And why? I said, oh, let me whip this up. I took me a shot. I'm like, power, power. Let me do a reading. Anyway, listen. You got the Ace of Cups on the read. The Ace of Cups is overflowing. What is in your cup? My cup overfloweth. Surely goodness and mercy is following us all the days of our life. We are creating the house of the Lord in the earth and in heaven. Two of Cups. These are great partnerships, great friendships. Love, 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 love. Listen, Seven of Wands, the ancestors are very, very happy by way of our ascension. Shout out to all the healers, the Reiki healers, those people that draw out energy, that understand energy, the light slingers and flingers, those who just send nothing but light. And you just feel the light just push anything out of your body that's unnatural. Shout out to you. Shout out to the people that massage. Shout out to the people that, by way of being an empath, you can feel, when you're healing, you have to harness enough light to where you can not only take something out of somebody. It could be sickness, illness, resentment, whatever it is out of their body. But you have to have enough power and light harnessed within your physical body. This is your cup. This is your Ace of Cups. Your body is your cup, okay? You got to have enough of that overflowing that energy just passes through you and you transmute it to its native state of absolutely nothing. That's what those black holes in the universe are for. Okay. Where else do you think we're supposed to send this energy? Where else do you think we're supposed to send it? To its native state of nothingness, into the black holes that are created in the universe so that we can send that energy there. There's no life force. There's no life source. As far as we know, whatever that energy is, it's going into that Bermuda Triangle type of an energy. And whatever's on the other side of that force, whatever's on the other side of that portal, there is something supernatural backing it. Why? Because we're being discerning of where to send the energy. A lot of it is returning to sender because people need to learn their lesson. God bless them. Nine of Cups. Your wishes are being fulfilled. I just heard every wish, every want, every need is being met. Ace of Cups. Look at all this good. You know what? Just it's so good. It's so doggone good. Nine of Pentacles, baby. What? Eight of Cups because you were obedient, torquing down that yellow brick road. You said, all I have to do is click my heels. And you mean to tell me I've awakened? All I had to do, I was always home? You mean all of that was an illusion? Yes, even the sickness, even the death, it was an illusion. It was banking on you believing that it was real when in reality it wasn't. It wanted you to remain unconscious. But now that you are consciously, deliberately living your life on purpose in a good way, wishing all good things for yourself, you are now being used by the Creator as a great example of what infinite possibilities looks like by way of love, divine love. This is the Creator's gift. The Creator says, in those days, you're going to know my people by the fruit that they bear, by the works, by their toil and labor. This is how you're going to recognize my chosen. And so now we're obligated. Gladly, though. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh my God, I got to go to work. You're like, I got to go to work. I got to tell people about this testimony. This testimony is going to bless somebody. I got to give somebody the tips of how I got out of death, how I escaped mental illness, how I broke that curse in my family, how I'm not on any psychotropic medications, drugs, or alcohol, because I had to break that in the bloodline. Okay. You had to break it. Daddy's daddy was an alcoholic. You don't even like alcohol. Okay. Lisa be rubbing alcohol. Come on, y'all. Listen, I'm going to need somebody to catch this spiritual work. Every curse that something was pulling at your DNA by way of your lineage has been dismantled and destroyed. Believe it. Walk in it. Testify to the power of the Creator. Yes, there were people that came along like myself to help you along your path. Yes, there were people that came along to help me on my path. But in the end, at the end of the day, in the dead of the night, and when it was just you and the Creator, it was the Creator that said, I'm coming in with the mighty right hand so that you will know that it was me that delivered you. And even when I sent you in those earth angels, even when I sent you that nice lady that helped you get into that place and you had bad credit, remember her? And that guy that helped you fix your car when you were stranded on the side of the road, remember him? I sent my angels. I sent help just to let you know in the middle of what appeared to be tumultuous that I'm still on the throne and I'm still working for you. How many times, how many miracles can you count? Spirit is saying count your miracles, not them curses, because them curses are done, son. 6 of Cups. The past is the past. You got away from it. 8 of Cups. You walked right on into your future and said, okay, look, you know what? I'm ready to let this go. I'm ready to let this go. This 1221 is giving me a massive release of things that need to be released. Let it go. Whatever's still sitting at the root chakra on that left hip. That's some memory from your childhood, violation, or whatever somebody thought they did to you when you were just so innocent. Release it. They were just children playing like they were adults, baby, living out their childhood trauma because they mama's mama did that to them. Listen, 6 of Wands, this is a victory. Your ancestors are singing and dancing. Because I said, remember the question. I said, why is my left ear ringing? Do you remember? Rewind the tape. Please be kind and rewind. Listen, that's why my left ear is ringing, because this is the energy. The ancestors got something to say. 6 of Wands, 6 of Cups, baby. It's victory over the past. And let me tell you something. It's a tower. Tower, tower, wonder-working tower. This is a good tower. Because the truth has been revealed. Not only to you, but to everything in existence has to bow down to the creator of all things. The tower is a good tower, and so you let that thing fall. 8 of Wands, baby. This happened fast, swift, quick. Whatever it is that you're manifesting is happening as we speak. Okay? You are the high priestess. Can the real high priestess please stand up? Absolutely a masculine can embody the high priestess energy. Oh, ginger and water. Baby, I missed you. I haven't had ginger and water in a really long time. The reason why I do it like that, just in its rawest form, is because it goes straight to the bloodstream. It gets right to the point. It's a natural pain reliever. So if you're having back pain, ache pains, getting through ascension, whatever, I'm telling you, get you some spring water, baby. Maybe not a tablespoon. You know, I'm a triple OG. I know how to take in these herbs raw. I can break open capsules of ginkgo biloba. Sometimes because the plastic, you can't process it. Make sure that your capsule is vegan based. I need to start a class, y'all, because I got a lot of stuff that's within me, a wealth of knowledge and other beautiful people that I know I need to collaborate with so that we can build up this physical body. Spiritual attacks don't like nature. They like things that are dying. So when you're putting things that are alive in your body, even if you eat something, you know, that you say, oh, I'm just going to have a little bit of sugar. Your body's naturally going to process it properly and break down the sugar in a way that it won't harm your body. Listen, that's a mindset. Somebody should think like that. Overcoming sickness and death. I can't make it up. 4 of Swords is sickness for me. Not for me. Whoo, rebuke it. No, catch it. Ow. This is what this means by way of this particular spread. It also means that somebody was set down by way of this tower in this hour. Somebody could have been wishing sickness on you. Somebody was trying to stay tied to you to stay alive. Lord. That's what happens when you're a really good energy source. People want to plug into you. They want to tie into you. Now these cords are being broken because the curses are being broken. 3 of Wands. These are people at a distance, baby, saying, throw me a, what is it called? What are those things called? Lifesaver. Right? You're the lifeguard. You're guarding life. Listen, the herbs, y'all, get into it. Go back to the basics. This is not about being a certain size. Being a certain size does not make you healthy. It has nothing to do, about being 125, 151. I know people that are, you know, what the doctors say are huge. 185, 175. Blood work in order. On point. Why? Because of the energy that they carry. It's about being a perfect size me. Energetically, though, you see what I'm saying? And the body naturally just starts to shape and mold itself to what it is that it's supposed to be. Nine of Pentacles, I cannot make it up. You got goodness here. You let the tower fall. Anything else we need to see? Yeah, listen. Show me what else I need to see, please, and thank you. Yeah, I can't make it up. Passion, power, justice. Okay. Knight of Wands energy, King of Wands energy is giving me war angels, y'all. This gives me Archangel Michael energy. When I think about it with this particular beautiful spread, I think about the King of Wands in the upright, rightfully so. This is somebody going to war with that which no longer serves them by way of this tower. Okay? Letting it fall. Knowing when to go to war with something and when to let things be. Because there's some things that you got to war with. And 9 times out of 10, it's within. It ain't got nothing to do with taking down some enemy way over there. No, it has to do about you going within. This is where the battle sometimes is. If you're going through that dark night of the soul, you got to conquer that demon first before you attack anything on the outside of you. Because once you go within and you subdue and or tame that beast and conquer it, everything on the outside of you has to stand accountable, and it has to show you respect, and it has to get in order because you are within order. You're in order, I meant to say, by way of you going within. It's the inner standing of who I am. Co-collaborating, co-creating with the great I am. Listen, let me tell you something about these 7 of Pentacles. This gives me Akashic record energy. This gives me past lifetime energy. This gives me, I'm getting it right this lifetime type of an energy, ascended master energy. Now, I joke around and say, I'm going to keep coming back, you know, but I ain't made my decision yet. I might keep coming back just to see what happens in the world, you know, depending on where it goes. But hopefully we leave it in a better place than how we found it. That's the goal. This is what we're here to do. This is why we're angels in the earth, bringing justice and judgment in the earth. This is what you came down here to do. Okay? You didn't come up to this level. You came down from the heavens to show great humility by way of the human experience. You're not even from this realm, not even from this world. You're an earth angel. So when they went to trying to bury you in the earth, you like, you gonna try to use earth against earth? But I got herbs in my body. I know how to transmute that energy. What are you doing? That's why the voodoo doll's not working. Guess what that stuff is made of? The earth. Poppy seeds. And what did somebody tell me one time? Shout out to her. She was a great teacher of mine that I had on my path. Like poppy seeds and something that they make the dolls with. I'm like, that's herbs. Okay. That's what it is. Then there's some things that's unnatural, you know. Graveyard dirt, disrupting the dead. Leave the dead alone, man. Quit conjuring them up. Let them rest in peace. So once that physical body is aligned with all those wonderful things by way of the ethers, by way of divine portals being open for you to transmute the energy, this stuff don't work. And when it did work, it was because you were in a low vibration. Angry, sad, but they gave you reasons to be angry and sad. And every time you healed, they want to dump more heartache on you. Soon as they saw you laughing and smiling, they like, oh, okay, I'm going to sleep with her, man. She too happy. Oh, God dog it. Well, wait a minute. And they did you a favor. Because maybe them two belong together. But you got into that 8 of Cups. You got into that Chariot and called your power back. Listen, 4 of Cups. Somebody could be going to jail. I've been catching that a lot lately. Whoever this person was that was a hidden enemy, this just came out of nowhere. Whatever it is, they got something to say, baby, because they've been coming up in all the readings. Okay, the moon represents intuition. You could be having dreams, okay? Something about travel, something about a plane, and something about a tower. I don't know what else to say about that. Nevertheless, this is the 10 of Pentacles. It's like, okay, like, what are we supposed to do with that? Yeah, this is the 10 of Pentacles. So this moon energy, whatever somebody thought they were bringing into balance, because I'm going to tell you something, a lot of these people were so distorted by way of their perception, so lost. Okay. They really thought they were getting justice by attacking you. Again, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. They didn't know what they were doing. At the same time, they consciously aligned themselves with things that were dark, that took over them. So when I say they didn't know what they were doing, they didn't know once something took over them what they were doing. That force, that energy, that demonic force was on an assignment. And it was using their eyes, their ears, their arms, their voice, their whatever to do the work. But again, it's about free will. They had to give this energy permission. Okay, listen. When you decided not to give this energy permission by way of being a high priestess and following your intuition and getting into that 8 of Cups and walking away, you broke the contract. You're saying, you know what? This was a silent, unnatural contract. I thought I was getting into this to be friends with you, to have a good life, to collaborate, to know each other for the long haul, to love, to be happy. This is why I thought I was getting into this commitment with you. So now that I'm in this 8 of Cups, what I'm doing is I'm denouncing and or removing myself from these silent contracts. What's silent? I didn't know what I was doing because I wasn't even awakened to who I completely was. But now that I am, I got to hold myself accountable by way of being the high priestess. My higher self is my accountability partner. My higher self is holding me accountable. Sitting up in the heavens like, you know what you went down there for, right? Okay. Do you know why you're here? Do you know where you're going to? Do you like the things that life is showing you? What are you going through? Ah, listen. 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, things are in order. You could be seeing 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 of Pentacles is things coming into balance. 3 of Pentacles is, 3 of Pentacles right now is giving me your higher self, your current self, and the divine. This is energy for me. Because it's pentaclesing by way of the pentacle. The pentacle is a gift. It's just letting me know that you are co-creating. We are co-creating and or collaborating with the higher self, the universe, and the divine. And the 3 in all those energies, I and my Abba, are one. So let us not be confused when we say I. You know, somebody corrected me the other day, and I was having a conversation with her, and I was saying how I, and she says, no, all I hear you saying is I did this, I did that. She said, God did that. And later, you know what? I sat back and I took a bath because I really do consider what people say, how they see me, how I'm coming off. And I listen and I pay attention, and I was honest with myself. And I sat back and I took a bath, you know, and I sat there with my music on. You know, my baths are definitely something for the books. I used to put lemon in there. I might start back doing that, and rose petals. Listen! So I'm sitting back in the bath and I said, I. And I said, no, I said that exactly the way I meant it. I said it exactly the way I meant it. My Father is not afar off from me. My Father is within me. The kingdom of heaven is within me. I and the Father are one. So I meant it just the way I said it. But the fact that she, you know, was such a beautiful reminder for me to examine my intentions behind what I meant, it made me go within and really understand what is it that I'm saying, and am I holding myself accountable to it? And I said, no, I said that exactly the way I meant it. This has been the biggest misconception that has gotten a lot of people off of their path, because they're like, no, God did that for me. But when you say it, it's like you say it like God's way over there. No, God says, I'm as close as the breath you just drew. Every breath that you draw is your spirit going in and out of your physical body. And you need to be grateful because you're going with the flow of life. This is why meditation teaches you to breathe. I had to learn how to breathe. I had to learn how to hold my breath and release it in a way that allowed me to release certain energies that I no longer need. I and the Father are one. When you were asleep, it was oh, God help me. And you looking over here, looking over there, looking to the stars, looking to the, yes, God is omnipresent everywhere, all around. But the Most High, like, look at this one. Now, did I not just send you down there to go get the job done, baby? You looking everywhere but within. Did I not just tell you, seek the kingdom first within you? That I've given you everything on the inside of you that you need in order to complete the task? Why are you looking way over there? Yes, I'm the stars. Yes, I'm the wind. Yes, I'm the trees. But I'm going to need you to start with yourself. Why? Because I've given you dominion over all of it. Oh, listen, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. I and the Father are one. That was just a really quick little short story. I hope it was short. For some people it was long, depending on how you see time. And maybe you've not mastered patience. Maybe you have. I hope you have. I know I have. Okay. Be anxious for nothing. Oh, Lord. I remember the prayer. I said, Father, make me patient. And you know what happened? I attracted a whole bunch of people, places, and things that made me patient. I said the last time, I said, okay, I don't need that no more. What do you think doing the work is? What do you think consistently being nice to somebody when they don't like themselves or they're spewing all this dark energy towards you? That's patience. That's love. That's kindness. That's patience. So then I was like, oh, I got to be real specific. I see the way these prayers are going now. They getting answered. Okay. Thank you for the patience that I have with beautiful people. I started being real specific. Okay. I stopped asking for the person that I wanted, the people that I wanted. I just stopped asking for that specifically outside of myself. Instead, we're learning to go within and just simply be what it is that you're asking for. I am a blessing. I am kind. I am loving. I am genuine. I am loving. I am balanced. I am honest. I am the truth, the way, and the light. And so now with me putting that into the ethers, all of a sudden, it's like a magnet. Here comes all this goodness, loveness, kindness. It's called the soul tribe. They're just like you. You are mirroring one another. You are a reflection of one another's manifestations in the physical body. Why? Because you already got a soul contract in the spirit realm. It's already finished. Baby, we all came down here to get the work done. Some of us got a little distracted. That's okay. You woke up. Here we are. Hey, how you doing? 8 of Pentacles. You here to work. Oh, I love the creator of all things with all that is within me. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. Bless his name. Listen, bless the Lord, oh my soul, and all that is within me. 8 of Pentacles, boo, you here to work. You better clock in for your Abba, and all those good, wonderful, beautiful things will be added unto you. Seek ye first the kingdom within you. You got everything on the inside of you. Don't let the enemy tell you otherwise. There's a lot of things that need to be unlearned, undone, son. Because they're done, son. Listen. Show me what else I need to see. Page of Pentacles, baby, listen. You went within and you're getting rewarded. Don't curb your enthusiasm for the Most High rewarding you with nice things, a car, a job, whatever. Whatever this is, you don't have to curb your enthusiasm. Okay? The Most High is saying, I take care of my children. I take care of those that are my favorite. I take care of those that are obedient, that hearken to my voice and they hear me. Because when you're walking in obedience and you're attracting other people that are being obedient, it's a beautiful ebb and flow of organic connection and or relationships. This is not about codependency. No, this is about collaboration collectively. Come on now, Page of Pentacles, good news about money coming down. Why? Because it's yours already. Money does grow on trees. And guess what? The benefit to that is you're made up of the same things as the trees outside. Okay, come on. You got the same DNA as the tree. You have every reason to be here. Just as the stars and the birds in the sky. It says the birds and the animals, they don't worry about what they're going to eat, what they're going to drink, what they're going to do. So listen, If you're at the highest point of the totem pole and you got dominion over the earth, then listen, you need to get into that King of Swords energy. It's the air energy. Shout out to my beautiful air signs by way of the King of Swords. Listen, Aquarius, Aquarius, Gemini, Geminis be Gemini it, Libra. Listen, come on, get this spiritual work. King Swords, King of Swords. Come on, get in here. Do you feel all the good things that are coming in your way? Oh, listen. King of Swords is wise, noble. They understand the art of war. The sword is your mental, your third eye, seeing things in the spirit first. And then in the physical, the King of Swords is giving me air, the wind, your spirit. Just as you take that deep breath, the Most High says, I'm just that close. I'm as close as the breath you just drew. Why is it that you think that I have forgotten you? When you thought I had forgotten you and you didn't hear my voice, I was carrying you. I love you. The thoughts I think towards you are that of peace, love, kindness, and beautiful. I made no mistakes. I don't make no junk. Come through. Listen. Listen. Inshallah, I just heard, and the Most High is willing when you're willing. Listen, adhere and or answer the call. The Hangman, Piscean energy. Okay, even when you felt like you were stuck, you're being guided to cut things off. Be smart, be sharp, use your brain, use your common sense, use your spiritual senses, and balance the physical out with the spiritual body, for the two are collaborating together until they are not. Until your spirit leaves this vessel that you call your body. All that working out and eating good and taking care of your physical body just to sustain the spirit properly. As you go about your Father's work, it will eventually go back to the earth. Okay, listen. Listen to the song here in my heart. A melody that's cool. Listen! Blame it on the ginger. But don't blame it on the alcohol. King of Cups is here, baby. This is water energy. This is emotionally balanced. This is psychic, intuitive abilities. Being directly connected to source. Finding that self inner love. Loving yourself. And now everything is being added to you. Everything that you could possibly imagine and or want by way of your heart's desires. Things that you've wanted for so long that when it happens, you're going to be like, is this real? Yes. Why? Because it is a reflection of you. Life is only going to reflect back to you what it is that you represent. If it's something that's coming towards you that feels slightly uncomfortable, it is a reflection of some part of you that still needs to heal. Your enemy was really your best maestro, your best teacher. Come on. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a little something. Five of Wands, yeah, it was healthy competition. You know, when you were sitting up like, why they throwing all this stuff at me? I heard somebody say people don't rob empty houses. No, because there's gems in there. Your house is what's housing your beautiful, pure, omnipresent spirit, because the spirit is on the inside of you. It can't die. It's forever, ever. It knows the way. Even when the physical body tried to trick you up and thought this was all real, you had to remind yourself, wait a minute, I ain't going to make it out of this crap alive. I got the hold up. Let me take a little pressure off my soul, right? So that's your house. Your vessel is your house. It is a temporary living space so that you can do what it is that you got to do while you're here in the physical world. Eventually, it's going to be a time where you got to separate. The two are co-collaborating. This is why balance. As above, so below. This is why balance is vital and essential to your walk. Five of Wands, healthy competition. A lot of you didn't even know the value of who you were until you met your enemy. You like, damn, I'm all peace, love, and light. Why they coming for me? It's because of who you are. It's the spirit that you carry. But now that you're awakened to that, right? Not boastfully. No, it's not about that. There's too many beautiful, radiant spirits on the planet to be saying, look at me. If you don't sit your look at me to ass down, that's ego. What is that? No, it's not about that. But your enemy is really getting you blessed because they showed you just how valuable you are. You're like, why is all these people coming from me? Because why? The devil don't come for people that ain't worth nothing. The devil don't attack people that they already got in their grasp. It says in the scriptures, the elect ones will be tested. They come in to search your house to see if there's anything within you that they can attach themselves to. So when you get into these relationships and you sitting up at dinner, you talking to him and he looking at you and you still talking about your ex. You sitting there with another narcissist. You done attracted the same person. Don't know it because you ain't healed. That's how you got him there. That's why he's the same person that you just left. And you on the date telling him about the last narcissist. So he's going to pick up where he left off and piggyback off that work because you're breathing insecurity and unhealed emotions. I only tell you what I know. But now that you're healed, now that you understand, now that you're walking in forgiveness, because the person that you had to forgive, honestly, was yourself. That's really who it was. It never had anything to do with them. You gave them permission to be in your life. You gave them permission. You had to unlearn this slave master mentality. Being in situations where people were never going to ascend or grow. But whatever it was that you left them with, you have to trust that source is doing the rest. They're going to get it or they not. If they don't, that's free will. That's not up to you. Your hands are clean. You have no blood on your hands. Your assignment is complete. Don't you know when you came down here, you had a certain level of assignments. There's certain spirits that are assigned to you and or people that you have contracts with, and they all must be fulfilled. At the end of the job, you got to stand in front of the Creator and go over your whole life. And it's going to be like, did you do what I told you to do? You know, I'm going to stand up there and crack some jokes at 111. I'm going to say, look, that was one hell of a ride. When I stand in the presence of the Creator, I'm going to be like, look, it's crazy down there. I hope I did my part. I'll be like, oh my God, I hope I did my part. Oh, the Creator going to be like, well, in 2006, you slipped up. I'm like, yeah. I did have to snatch somebody up. I snatched her, Lord. She kept coming for me. She didn't leave me no other choice. Can you cover that sin? Or do we have to, what do I got to do? Do I need to go back now and show love? Listen, it's the resurrection. King of Cups, baby. You loved. You showed love. You had to go within and love on yourself, right? I just want love. I just want to be in love. I just need somebody. Oh, and somebody showed up. You cried it out to the ethers and the ethers answered. You realized your power. What have you ordered here? You said, I just want a man, and any man showed up. And baby, when I say any man, baby, it was a builder bear, a builder this, such and such. You a whole healer. You done attracted everybody that need healing. Oh, come on. What am I getting ready for? Self-love. It was always self-love. It was not that you didn't have love for yourself. You always did. You know how I know? Because you gave it so freely to somebody else. It was never about that. It was when they sucked you dry and you didn't have nothing in your cup to love yourself. And you looked in the mirror like, damn, what happened to me? You started looking like everything based on what you had been through. And you like, oh, shoot, abort. I got to get out of here. I got a life to live. I'm not going to make it out of life alive. I remember the day I rolled over and looked at somebody in the bed. I was like, I got to get out of here. I got to get away from you. My work here is done. I've been under an illusion. I got to go. Because the Creator was pulling me like, don't forget your assignment. And I wasn't even fully awakened to the capacity that I am now because I was like, what is that pulling me? Am I under attack? Why is all this going wrong? No. I was being pulled by the universe. The universe was like, look, we're going to cause towers if we got to get your attention because I need you to remember what it is that you came down there to do. You didn't got a little confused and you fell asleep in the middle of this toxic ass karmic situation. Your time is up. Okay. And so you were obedient. You twerked on down the yellow brick road and possibly ended up into another relationship. But these were your contracts. And now that those things have been fulfilled, you're going into the land of milk and honey. You are now able to sit back and reap from the benefits of your labor. In the earth, heaven on earth, a new world. The meek are inheriting the earth. So now there's rest. Your job is not so heavy. It says your burdens are light. When you feel that something's getting heavy, baby, something's out of alignment. If you feel like you got to work with somebody or you trying to, we working on it. That's a red flag, boo. We ain't working on nothing. The only person you can hold accountable is yourself. The only person you can change is yourself. 4 wands, soulmate contracts. Come on, get this spiritual work now. Well, this is the message. I'm here to let you know, though, that the Lovers is here. A lot of us are going to have a choice between two. A lot of those people that you left out in the past, the Most High has really been working on them. They're going to come and try to present some type of an offer. Your heart will be tested by way of discernment to see whether or not you've healed, you've forgiven, and you've moved on. Even if you don't accept that past contract, it's not about what you accept and what you want, because the Creator's like, we're going to co-create either way. It's about whether or not you have forgiven the person from the past. That's really all that opportunity is, to go back. And it's going to be to the point where this person absolutely did turn out okay. Why? Because they were supposed to. That's why the Most High put you with them. Remember, you prayed for them. Do you remember that? Oh, this is my husband. I'm just praying over him. Before you divorced him and before you left him, you prayed for him. So now your prayers, look at that. That's beautiful. They've healed. Your prayers have finally manifested in their life. You planted the seed and the Creator was like, now I'm going to lead you up out of here. That's the prayer. I'm going to pray for this man. I'm going to pray for this woman. Even if this is not the person I'm supposed to be with, Father God, this person belongs to you before they belong to anybody else, because you were selfless in the work. Your Abba is saying, I'm going to give you everything that you want. So when you look over and you see your ex happy with somebody, even though they weren't good at the time for you, maybe based on them being asleep or whatever the hell happened there that made you 8 of cups on that ass and twerk on down the yellow brick road, your prayers got answered. You get tested. Is it your will or the Creator's will? Because y'all supposed to be co-creating. If you're lined up with the Creator, your will and the Creator's will is going to be the same thing. So now that the prayers that you prayed when you were in that relationship are now manifesting, you should really be happy that God's will is being done. On earth as it is in heaven. Remember, you saw it in the spirit first. Remember all them nights you prayed over that man, prayed over that karmic ass child? And now all those prayers are manifesting in the world, as above, so below. It was in God's timing. Don't take it personal. Take the bitter with the sweet, but keep it more sweet. Ooh. What's the outcome, Spirit? Like, okay, what's the outcome? I don't even know what to say, honey, but that God is really, really good. Yep, listen, people were sneaky and deceptive. Let me just tell you, Knight of Swords, people charged at you. Yes, they did. Okay, they came at you. Knight of Swords, they waged war. They came towards you because some of them could not process that level of love that you gave. That's okay. You left them with something that was more than anything that you could have given them on a material level. You left them with a mustard seed. You showed them what love looked like, what it felt like, even when, again, they did not believe that that is what they deserve. That's really what that's based on. Okay? 7 of Swords, sneaky and deceptive. Okay? Listen, they were sneaky. They were deceptive. They were lurking beneath the surface. They still are watching. Why? Because you're the star. You're the sun. You're the truth. You're the light. Everybody wants to go into the light, but it can't be stolen. That's the catch. That's the biggest misconception of what we did for these people. This light cannot be harvested. It can't be stolen. You know, remember when we thought they were harvesting our power and our energy? No, they never really were. It was always an illusion. They can't circumvent the process by way of being sneaky and deceptive and cutting corners. No, it's been illuminated. You are the light in the darkness. Yeah, the Father said, you're going to know my chosen by the spirit that they carry. Yeah, Page of Swords, they watching. Are they watching? Yeah, they're watching. This is the message, though. I love y'all. I love you for really just so many reasons. I can't tell you how many reasons I love you for. I could, but I'll keep it short and I'll keep it brief. 44 minutes in. I thank y'all. I love you. All my information's down below. I'm only doing 30-minute readings. I know a lot of you want those hour readings. Those readings are absolutely going to take at least 72 hours. Because again, what's required for me to go into that channeling energy, y'all, is it's a lot. And I'm not, don't take it like I'm complaining or I'm saying no, not the hour, but you have to have some level of patience because that reading is going to go deep. So 24 hours prior, just so you know the process, I got to fast sometimes, depending on what Spirit tells me to do. I got to sit with my Abba. I take your name and I go, okay, this is the person, this is their date of birth, and Spirit gives me the download. So I know before I pull those cards, what I got to do. Spirit might be like, okay, you got to fast. I'm like, okay, dang. I got to fast with this person. I sure am hungry today, but okay, if that's what you want me to do, I'm going to do it. And so sometimes I got to fast. Sometimes I got to cleanse. Sometimes I got to, get a candle for you. These are things that happen behind the scenes that a lot of y'all don't see. Okay, so it's not just like popcorn, just in and out, microwave ass reading. No. I'm not just popping in and popping out with this. No, I'm giving you a real reading. Because I really want to see you do well in life. I really want the best for you as I want for myself. So just know that with those hour readings, always email me first and go, hey, do you have a spot for an hour reading? Because again, I don't want you to be waiting. You're like, well, what happened? Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. This is okay. That's enough, Neff. You done went too far. I always go too far. I'm so glad. I'm so glad one day in the blink of an eye, y'all, this will all be a memory. We're going to laugh when we get to the ethers above and beyond this life too. It's going to be a lot of fun, okay? I love y'all. But just so you know, that is the process. Only doing 30-minute readings right now. I love you. I love you. I love you. Until the next video, as always, peace be with you.